Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode of FTB Beyond. In today's episode, we are going to take a huge step forward. I'd like to set up our first quarry, and I want to quarry the mining dimension. So there's going to be a few things that we're going to need. We are definitely going to need some of these dimensional transceivers. I'm going to need 3 of them all together. We're also going to need the builder from RF Tools, which is what I want to use as my quarry, mostly just because I've never used it before, and I think it could be fun. I want to try it out and kind of see how it goes. Bricks. I need 4 bricks for that. I don't think I have any. Do I? No, not really. We do have some clay, though, so we can smelt that up pretty easily and get ourselves some bricks. Let's just go take that out. Let's see, we're going to need 16 of these, I believe, to make our 4 bricks. We'll get that going. And then also, for the dimensional transceivers, I'm going to need several ender crystals and some ender resonators. I think I have enough. But let me get some of these resources together, and I'll be back with you in just a minute. Alright guys, I am back, and I think I have everything I need to make 3 dimensional transceivers. Nope. Just kidding. I am so incredibly professional and prepared, you don't even know. Okay, so I totally forgot about the electrical steel and the fused quartz. Dang it. That's alright. I'll get that done in a minute. And I think I'm actually going to make 4 dimensional transceivers. But what I want to make right now is this guy, the builder, which we have. And that thing's super useful. And then I need to make a shape card, which I can then turn into a quarry card, like so. And I think I'm actually going to turn it into a clearing quarry, which means it's going to basically dig out whatever it clears, rather than converting it into dirt. It'll just completely hollow it out into one giant void, because we're going to be using it in the mining world, so whatever. Don't really care if it's a little bit, whatever. So we've got that part done. I'm also going to need a lever, one of those, and then I need to go and finish making my dimensional transceivers. So let me get back to it. Alright guys, I am back, and this time, I think for realsies, dang it! Alright guys, I am back. I'm working on smelting up a bunch of energetic alloy so that we can make the capacitors I need, but let's go ahead and work on this real quick. So this is what we're going to use to access the mining dimension. I need to make a flint and steel. There we go. Let's go ahead and make one of these, and then we're going to have to use that to make these portal frames here. So if we grab some stone, I do have a little bit of stone brick. There we go. I believe we need 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we need 14 of these? 12 of these? Let's just go. Let's just do it this way. We'll run up there. Oh, it's night. Let's sleep real quick. I can't do the maths in my head right now. Let's see. So we need 6 plus 4. Yeah, we need 4. We should need 14, I think. I'm pretty sure you need... It's basically the same shape as another portal, but I think you actually do have to have the corners filled in. We'll try it without and see what happens, but I think I still need the corners filled in. So we're going to actually put it right here next to our nether portal. That way both of our portals are in the same place. And this guy would go away. There we go. So let's just start with 10. Wow, that actually really kind of wrecked the tool a bit, but that's okay. Let's try this. Will that light? Oh, it totally will. Okay, cool. So there we go. We now have access to the mining dimension. You have to sneak into the portal, which is fine. That'll take us through to the other side and give us access to the mining world, which is pretty cool. Okay, so we've got... Oh, no, that's right. I'm still working on the alloy for the dimensional transceivers. We should have enough energetic alloy in here now. And then I'm going to need... Let's see, I need 4 vibrant capacitors, so that means I'm going to need 8 vibrant alloy. Okay, I think this should work. So if we go capacitors, I need... I'm missing coal dust too. Man, I just can't seem to catch a break today. Okay, I think I am ready this time. I think we're good. So I need to make a bunch of double layer capacitors. We'll toss those in there, and then we're going to use those to make the other capacitors. I do need a little bit of glowstone, but I think that's okay. We should have enough. There we go. Finally. Man, that was much... I made that a lot more difficult than it needed to be. I want... Oh, and I forgot to make another one of those ender head things. Okay, so let's grab that. We need... I have a feeling I'm a little bit short on solarium. Yeah. Okay, this is fine, though. I just need to make one more solarium, and then I should be good. And we'll have... Oh, it's gold, not glowstone. There we go. And then I'll have everything I need to make the 4th dimensional transceiver. I only really need 3 for now, but I'd like to get 4 going right away, as quickly as possible. Because the thing is, right, I want to hook up a dimensional transceiver to my big reactor directly to the power tap, but if I do that, then our Enderman farm down there won't be powered anymore. So we want to do something about that so that we can actually have the whole thing, have everything... Soul glass? What? Apparently you need to put the... Apparently if you smelt soul sand by itself, it gives you soul glass. So I guess you need to be kind of careful there. I don't even know what this does. Huh. I wonder what soul glass is actually used for. That's interesting. Anyway, let's go grab another... We need a vibrant alloy. There we go. And then I need that. Okay. And that should give me everything I need for... one more of these guys. And they craft up relatively quickly. It doesn't take super long. So that's all good. There we go. All right. So we got our ender resonator. Let's toss that in here and let's make one more dimensional transceiver. Okay. So we now have 4 of these. So let's start setting these up. The first thing I'm going to do is break all of this. All these conduits. Oh. That is an interesting conundrum. I suppose what we could do is put that here and run you like that, and then change this. Let's just say network Welsknight, receive power. Okay, so that is going to receive power here, and it should keep these powered as needed. So we'll be okay. And then we need to put another dimensional transceiver right here. And on power, we want to send power, okay? And then we're actually going to want to turn the insertion of these way down. So that we're generating a lot more power, because the quarry that we're about to set up is going to fly through it. It's going to go through power like crazy. So that is definitely something to be cognizant of. Now, we also want, let's just do it maybe over here. We need an import chest so we can pull the stuff that we're getting directly into our refined storage system. So we're going to put this here, and we'll put a chest right here, I guess. And we're going to create a new channel called Welsknight, yet again. And we'll say receive items, right? So we're going to get items, and we're going to configure this so that items get pushed to this diamond chest right here. And then we need to make another importer, which I have a feeling maybe we will be okay. I was thinking I might not actually... no, I don't have that. Let's see. Grab a gold. Toss you in there. Grab a printed silicon and a redstone. There we go. And we'll do one of those. And there we go. Improved processor. So now, if we look at our importer, I should now be able to make one of those. Good, good, good. And then let's just grab this cable right here so I can connect it up. And we'll go just like that. There we go. So this thing, anything that goes into this chest will now get automatically imported into the thing. Now, one concern is that there is no way that that is actually going to be able to keep up with the quarry. So I'm going to poach the stack upgrade that we had from over there, and I'm just going to temporarily borrow that and throw it into here instead, and I'll make another stack upgrade as quickly as I can. But that should do. So now all we need to do is actually set up the builder and start sending the stuff over. So let's head to the mining dimension. All right, there we go. We are in the mining dimension. This is what it looks like. Doesn't really look like much. Doesn't really look like much at all, but we'll be able to set up our quarry right over here. So first thing we're going to do, we'll put down our builder, we'll take our shape card, and we're going to shift right-click this. So now I need to select the corners of the area where I'm going to be quarrying. So let's say I want to quarry from here, and then we're just going to go this way for a while. And I'm probably going to have to sleep here any second. Can I sleep yet? Yeah, there we go. Want to make sure we're not getting tons of mobs coming at me. There we go. And let's just go over this way to about here. That should be good. And then we're just going to basically dig down until we can't dig down anymore. All right, and here we are. So we now have the shape all saved, and then all we need to do is pillar our way. Did I not sleep? Oh, I thought I slept. Why? Does sleeping in here not work? Is it just like, maybe I can't actually affect the day or something? I don't know. Either way, I need to pillar way back up to the surface and put the thing back into the quarry, the shape card. Should be almost there, I think. Oh, no, still got a ways to go. All right, and here we are. So we toss our shape card into here. So now it's got that. We've got the whole dimension of everything all marked out. So now what we need to do, let's just make sure there are some creepers around. Let's just make sure that none of them see me. We're going to put this dimension, that creeper is a little too close for comfort. I don't want him coming up and coming at me when I'm right in the middle of messing around in menus and stuff. Okay, so anyway, here we're going to go receive power, send items. Okay, so this thing should now be getting power. The quarry. Go away, zombie. So Quarry is now getting power, and it will send items on this channel. And then we just put a lever here to give it a redstone signal. And let's actually put some torches around here as well. And I think, yeah, look at that thing go. There we go. It's going to just start quarrying out this giant area, which is pretty cool. Like, that's pretty awesome. It's just going to start clearing out this massive area little by little, and it's going to get us all the resources inside. Now, we'll need to be very careful that we don't actually, like, fall down there accidentally, because that would be really unfortunate. But it will give us a giant hole in the ground. And these resources should be pretty much automatically sent to our ME system. Now, it's going to kind of fill up pretty quickly. So we need to be a little cautious. And I also don't know if this is chunk loaded or not by default. So I think what I'm going to do, since I'm on a single player world and I can handle it, I'm going to just go ahead and chunk load all of these chunks just automatically. Just so they are chunk loaded. My computer can handle it. I wouldn't recommend doing that if you're playing on a server with friends, because it's kind of a jerk move to, to have tons and tons of chunks loaded. But when it's just me, I'm not super worried about it. Now, let's sleep again. And now we get to go and look at our refined storage system and make sure that the resources are flowing in as they should be. They should be coming in pretty quick. We should be getting tons and tons of resources from this. Yeah, that thing's already full. Cobble is... We're at 10,624? That hasn't moved, which is surprising, because I should be getting mostly cobble. Okay, no, it's working. It's just the stack upgrade. It just goes in spurts, it looks like. Okay, cool. So I think we're good. I think we've got a quarry set up and running, and that should get us all sorts of different ores. It should get us diamonds, which is really important. Hopefully it will get us emeralds. I don't know if you can get emeralds in the mining dimension or not, but I'm hoping you can. So that is pretty awesome. I'm going to let that thing run for a while, and then we can start work on our next project. All right, guys, I am back. The quarry has been running for a while. I had to do some sneaky business with our storage drawers so we could support all the items, because this thing filled up pretty quickly. So I actually put a void upgrade into cobble, andesite, granite, and diorite, which is the majority of the stuff that comes in. So whenever that comes into the system, it'll automatically get voided. But as far as ores go, we are getting a pretty fair amount of stuff, which is definitely good. We're also getting some emeralds, although not very many. And we're getting diamonds too, which is great. So there's a few things that I want to do. Now, I also want to talk about one quick thing. Earlier today, I listened to the Feed the Beast town hall meeting that they did on Twitch, where they were discussing this mod pack and what's going to be happening for the future of this mod pack. So I just want to kind of recap that a little bit for those of you that missed it while I work on some other stuff. So I want to make an upgrade kit right here. I think this is the one I need. Pretty sure. Let's see. Our furnace up here. This is hardened, right? Yeah. Okay. So I want to make another redstone furnace, and I want to, well, or maybe I'll just use this one. I don't really need the other one for the moment. I have so much toast, I can always swap it out if I need to. Why don't we just make the reinforced one? That'll be fine. Anyway, so at the town hall meeting, they were talking about kind of the future of this mod pack, and what they were saying is that essentially there's going to be an expert mode, but it's quite possible that expert mode is going to be for 1.11.2 and will be essentially an entirely separate mod pack, which is really interesting because in the past, expert mode for the most part has been the same mod pack. So, I mean, hey, you know what? I'm not going to complain about that. I think that's pretty cool. Also, they're going to be making some changes to the pack. They made it very clear that this is a pack that's still very much kind of in development and being worked on. And it's still evolving, I guess would be the way to say it. So some of the config changes with like Quark and some of that kind of stuff, they're going to be undoing those, where they've disabled certain things in Quark or like Psi. Psi has been gated behind some pretty crazy stuff, and they're going to be changing that as well. A few other different things. And I think it's going to be really good. I think it's going to be super cool. Now, what I'm working on here is in thermal expansion, there's a different specialization, this Flux Analyzer right here, okay? And what this thing does is it will basically give you 2 ingots when smelting ores instead of 1. So essentially what this thing will do is it'll make it so that the redstone furnace up here can ore double all by itself. You don't have to pulverize ores first. You can just double, like right off the bat. And that is super, super useful. So I want to make some of these, Invar plates. Ooh, how am I supposed to, I think we're probably going to have to make the compactor. Let's see. Basic compactor. What do I need for that? Okay. I think that's doable, actually. We'll make one of those. We still need our copper gears. Those are easy. And we'll still need... wrong button. I just made a bunch of stuff that I didn't need. That's all right. We still need a tin gear. There we go. And then we'll make one of these. And... compactor. Okay, so now I should be able to make those Invar plates if I hook this thing up to something. For now, I'm just going to put it right here, because why not? And Invar, if I remember correctly, Invar is nickel and iron. Okay, so let's grab a stack of iron and some nickel. And we'll smelt some of that up. Let's do, say like that. That should be good. And that'll give us a whole bunch of different Invar. So I think that'll work. And then Invar plates. Do I just toss that in here? And that will convert into the plates? I think so. Is it just 1 ingot per plate? Yeah, 1 ingot per plate. Okay, cool. So that's actually not too bad. What was I looking for? Yes, this thing. So let's see. We're also going to need a bronze gear. Okay. We're going to need another one of... Oh, actually, that's a slightly different one than I thought, but that's okay. And then we're going to need the 2 Invar plates from over here, and then some blazing pyrotheum. And that is made using coal dust, sulfur, redstone, and blaze powder, which I happen to have, luckily. Okay, so we got our Flux Analyzer. Now, I also want to go ahead and make a speed upgrade to increase the processing speed of this machine. Let's do that. And there we go. And actually, let's go ahead and make another one of those right away as well. Because what I'm hoping to do is upgrade this machine right here, not just up to reinforced, but actually all... Ooh, but I need cryotheum to get that. I wish it was pyrotheum instead of cryotheum. Okay, so looks like this is basically all the farther we're going to be able to go with this. But if I throw that in here... that should give us pretty good processing speed overall. A lot of this stuff I'm just going to toss into our refined storage system for the moment, like so. And then we get to see... let's see how fast this works. So if I throw... let's just grab some iron ore. If I have this set to enable auto input, and I throw this ore in here, that's going to go in here and give us 4 ingots. Yeah, that's pretty quick. That's not bad, and when we upgrade this, it'll be able to process a lot faster, and it's that simple. Like, that's all you need to do to ore double. I don't need to pulverize this stuff first. Now, if I want to get more than 2 ingots per ore, it is possible to do that using thermal expansion. Not right now with what I have available to me, at least as far as I know. I don't think I have the infrastructure right now to do that, but I'm happy with just regular ore doubling for now, and this is like as simple as it gets. One machine does it all. So I'm really happy about that, and that does mean that machine can only process ores. It can't do, other stuff, but still, that's still really useful, and we can just toss that in here and essentially let it run. Let's see, does it tell us how much RF per tick? Yeah, it's using 80 RF per tick to do that, which, if you think about it, this would be 20. This would be another, 20 if it wasn't upgraded, and this process is a lot faster. So that's pretty good. 80 RF per tick, that's very doable. That's running off of our culinary generators, so those are working out pretty well for us, and I think that'll be kind of our best early game ore processing solution. Eventually, I would like to actually have like a whole kind of array of those, where I've got one for maybe every type of ore, or maybe one for every couple types of ore, depending on what they are. Maybe one for every type of ore is a little bit overkill. Actually, I do want to check, will this work on Yellorium? That is a kind of important question. Oh, and let's grab that as well. There we go. I just want to see, will this work on Yellorium? I don't think it does. Let's go auto input disabled. There we go. Let's put all of this stuff in here. Grab our Yellorium. And let's try this out. I don't think... Yeah, it doesn't recognize it as an ore. So it won't work for Yellorium. Will it work for that? Yep. Recognizes that as nickel, so that's good. What about... I mean, I think that would really be the only other ore that would potentially cause an issue. And it works for aluminum as well. So I think it's good. I think it's good to go. Let's just go ahead and turn that back on so we can start processing things. It's actually going to start with the gold, which is good because I need gold. But that'll work for everything except for Yellorium. And I'm perfectly okay with that. So yeah, fantastic. We got a pretty easy little ore doubling system. I also want to show you what I did over here with the Quarry. So the Quarry is limited, how fast it can mine blocks is limited by how much power you're supplying it, and I'm actually at the max. But the big thing with the setup that I was using is that it's limited by how quickly this tesseract right here on the receiving end can output the items, how quickly it can get rid of the items. So I added a couple item conduits and I put speed upgrades in them, and now it's way, way, way faster than it was. Like, it's a constant stream of items, and basically it's getting rid of them as soon as they come in, and that's the important thing. So if you're going to use a Quarry setup with a tesseract, make sure that on the receiving end of the tesseract, you're doing something to increase the rate at which or I shouldn't say tesseract. It's not a tesseract. It's a dimensional transceiver. They changed the name when it went from 1710 to 1102. But anyway, make sure you're doing something to increase the speed at which this guy is getting rid of its items. So, yeah. Also, I'm getting a ton of obsidian, which is fantastic. That's super awesome. I'm very, very happy about that. But I do think, guys, that I am pretty much out of time for this episode. We got a Quarry set up today, we went into the mining dimension, and got some ore doubling going. I think we're making some serious progress. My friends, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I do appreciate it, and it really helps out my channel. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. There are links in the video description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll definitely see you next time.